Nathan.
He's
We
Nathan.
this guy.
We have something else that comes in between the 80s. Okay, fine. John retired in 1978. September the 17th, 1981, John and Mary's 39th wedding anniversary was made extra special. This comes, Nathan, by the birth of their 6 grandchildren, Nathaniel, Aaron. And this next picture indicates they were surprised by their 40th wedding anniversary celebration that was held at the river home of Jim and Clara with neighbors and family present, including all the family members from California.
That's all.
That's all the group from here and from California.
82.
I know. We should mention at this point that Joan has 2 beautiful children, Damien, who is now 21 years old, and Sonia, who is 17 years old, and they were with us when Mary and John had their 40th wedding anniversary and included the family picture. John and Mary continued their 40th wedding anniversary celebration with a trip to Hawaii, and this was taken at Cocoa Beach on the island of Hawaii. We've taken you now through the 70s, and we come on now into the 80s. The rest of the 80s were also a busy time for John and Mary. Trips out west to see the family in California now included stops in Arizona, where Ronald was now making his home. Visits from grandchildren in California, from California, occurred during most summer vacations. And when all 6 grandchildren were together, believe me, there was never a dull moment. John celebrated, are we ready for this yet? Who's on the camera? John celebrated his 75th birthday with a surprise birthday party with friends and neighbors. And even had a visit, if some of you were there, old stand-up Lucy. The following pictures will also capture some of these events over the last few years. Ronald's visit home, a visit from Dan and Joan, and then all the grandkids together. For more grandchildren. That's probably 6, 7 years ago.
Yeah.
The next you should see is a breakfast at, oh no, this is more grandchildren. Making a pyramid. They're getting a little older as we go along, though, right?
Yeah.
There's another picture after this one's not up here, but it shows when this thing fell.
Here it is, breakfast at Bob Evans Restaurant before a trip to Kings Island with all the grandkids. How come the grandkids don't look any older, but the adults and the grandparents look a little bit older?
A little bit.
Because they take care of the kids.
All the boys were home on a visit. Ronald probably from Phoenix and Dan from California. you should see is Dan and Joan home on one of their vacations. Next picture you see should be a family picnic. There's the family picnic. I think you'll all agree there have been lots of memories over the past 50 years. John and Mary have seen lots of changes from here
Oh, that's so nice. That's a nice picture.
to here.
That's a nice picture.
And from here to here. So 50 years after it all began on September the 7th, 1942, we're privileged to be here to celebrate 50 years of memories, and I think we have a special celebration at this particular time. We thought we would give John a chance to say a few remarks, and Mary say Daisy.
You all thought I went bald, but I didn't. That breakfast over at Bob Evans, I pulled that. You gonna make it?
We want to turn lights back on, or is that the video?
That's the end of the
Very
video.
good, well done,
Yes,
on the
very
video.
Roger
Roger.
did the video.
Yeah, well done, Roger.
And all Roger produced this, directed it, and started it.
Very interesting.
Yeah, very good.
No, the bottom one's gonna be.
Part that gives all the
Public speaking classes.
Review.
I'd like to say something. I think John's been a wonderful role model for all these sergeant men.
Yes.
Yes. Some of the things that are on the card that we have from Mary and John that go back to 1942 and this review. The best movie was Mrs. Miniver in 1942. The best actor was James Cagney. The best actor was Vera Garson. Radio featured the Kraft Music Hall. The musical was This Is the Army by Irving Berlin. The World Series game was St. Louis over New York Yankees. Some of the tunes that were the most memorable during 1942 were Be Careful, It's My Heart, Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree, and Old Black Magic, Elmer's Tune, 1 Dozen Roses, Paper Doll, Praise the Lord and Pass the Ammunition, Serenade in Blue, and Skylark. And the rest of this card goes on from 1942 to 1952 and 1967 and kind of reminds you what was going on in those years.
Very nice. Oh, my.
Good job.
champagne toast prepared. Bear with us a little bit there. It's on the way. And then we'll have the traditional cutting of the cake after that. 1973, we moved to Clarksville in April. Oh, you were?
May 8th. Birthday. May 8th, not 9th. I don't know, did you write the script or you wrote it?
I wrote the dates down, but I forgot to put the 8th in.
Oh, okay. She might have said the 9th. I know she might have just said it.
I'll start on this side.
Everybody here? Here's an empty seat there. Who's missing? Two empty seats. Who's this here?
Nobody.
Nobody at that chair? Okay. Everyone have a glass of champagne?
Or
Okay,
punch.
then, don't pick it up yet. Just make sure you got one. No, I have a few words to say. First of all, I'm Dan, because everybody knows that now. I'm the eldest, as they say, of the sons here. I want to thank everyone for coming and joining us in this wonderful occasion. I hope everyone had enough to eat and enjoyed themselves. Again, I'd like to thank Dottie and Roger for doing an outstanding job on narrating this special. And then organizing this together. Skip was involved in this too. I can't leave Skip out. Skip was involved. Ronald, he just showed up. So. Anyway, he's going to give a 20-minute speech after I'm done. Again, I thank you all for coming. And I'd like for you now to join me with your glass of champagne. Toast John and Mary, also known as Mom and Dad, for 50 wonderful years together and continued happiness and good life.
John and Mary.
John and Mary. John and Mary.
Dear Harry. Thank you.
All right. Now I'll turn it back over to Roger. Do you have anything else you need to
We can do the cake and punch, and it was suggested that maybe they could serve us, but I kind of like the idea if Mom and Dad went up there and cut the cake. Reminiscence of a wedding.
They need to feed each other.
I think that's a great idea. I think they should give each other a piece of cake. Cut it and give each other a
That
piece.
sounds good.
Supposed to cut the
All right. And feed each, just like you did, the wedding. Yeah. Okay.
Here, try this. This is good. No, just take a little taste.
But no food fights when you get up there, okay?
You can't hold the video camera when they're feeding each other.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Your watch is back to 0 again.
No.
Why does he do
No, I
that?
didn't do it.
I bet she did, I bet she did.
No, not it fell off, I didn't.
Get ready to go.
Is that gonna figure out?
Yeah.
That's it?
The camera, honey. I'm married to it with John. Yeah. One on top of the other. Oh, was that just like a covering? Maybe it is the top one then, Mary. Yeah, that must be the top one.
Look, can you look this way? Wait a minute, look this way too?
Well, wait, they don't know which way to look.
We got
honey.
people
You come
too.
over, you all should be at the same side,
Okay.
really. Because I don't know where to look.
You
Get a spot.
Yeah.
Right.
John?
Dad?
John?
Okay.
Good.
Okay, now Mom, you cut a piece and get Dad a piece in your hand.
He shows it in my face.
No, you cut a piece and get you a piece.
You have to do it, Mary.
This is like the real wedding scene. Did y'all do that at your first wedding? I don't remember. Well, that's how they do it now.
Well, you just put it, you just feed each other a piece, each of you just takes a piece, and just, feeds each other with it. Very, very nicely.
Yeah.
I hope you all noticed I thought it was a dull life up here. That's the only reason I come up.
That's your piece of cake.
Mary, did you cut John a big piece of cake?
A knife? Yeah, we should get a piece of knife.
Yeah. Give me a little bit of this stuff.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, Ben.
This is me.
You've been drinking out of this
One got over where last fall sometime. It was two grandkids came on the cake and so Ted told me, oh, hey, Gabby, you know. I said, okay. So him and I sat down and I said, you have to watch him say he cheats. We got to eat.
Okay. I guess that's good. We got it on film now, so.